Do you think there is scope for the King to have another Donald Trump state visit in the UK when he becomes president?
I think so. Why not? I mean, he loves it here. He loved our late Queen. He mentioned it many times. And the fact that his mother was from Scotland, I suppose he may well do that. And he's got a couple of golf courses here, of course.
But state visits, they are literally seen as kind of the biggest diplomatic pat on the back that the UK can give to anybody, which is why, I think as soon as we have an inauguration for President Trump, the chatter will be about when's he coming over for a state visit.
It's already started. I've started it now. I wondered whether
you're ahead of the game.
The hair running. Or the King could go to the United States.
But I thought, that video that's been doing the rounds of Donald Trump on a plane looking at that picture book that he's got of him meeting various members of the royal family, the kind of thing that you'd do for your relatives of your year of pictures. Look, don't forget, the royal family is just an amazing gift for our government in terms of kind of maintaining that most important of relationships. And look, whatever people think about Donald Trump, he did seem to get on pretty well with the then Prince Charles, despite their very kind of different views on the climate.
That's right.
And it's about the office, isn't it? It's not about the man. Whatever you think about Donald Trump, he is now in that office. Like, the people of America have voted him in.
He was elected. Yeah, I mean, he's elected representative. I mean, yes, I agree with you, Rhiannon. If he comes here, we've got to give him a welcome.
Yeah.
But as you say, there'll be protests then, won't there? There'll always be some protests. Whoever comes, there's always someone don't like somebody. But, I think that's because we live in a country where you can protest. If it was in Russia, you protest, you go to prison. So it's a great country to live in, this one.
Now, Arthur, have you ever heard of the Spencer stare? Have you ever been treated or given the Spencer stare? Do you know what it is?
Many times.
Many times by Diana. and of course William, because
so the Spencer stare, for anyone
it is a thing.
When she looks up at you like this,
when they look down there. And
I can tell you, you always know that William's the Diana, because you see Diana in every time, because he blushes like her as well. He has that sort of pink blush, and he looks up like that. And I've seen it in William, obviously, a lot, but I've not seen it in the children. Although I'm told that some people say that Charlotte has a bit of a stare.
Apparently, this is what people are looking at photographs, and they're saying that there is a similarity, an uncanny. Of course, there's going to be a similarity.
You'd hope so, wouldn't you?
There's an uncanny similarity between the way that Princess Diana, the late Princess Diana, William, and Princess Charlotte, the way that they execute this Spencer stare.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think
you would hope that there were family similarities.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But definitely William. I mean, God, he's just when he was a young lad, when he was uncertain, when he was uncertain what he was going to do, you got that Windsor stare, that look like that under, and you just saw he was just, oh God, you can see Diana then.
Well, it's not just the stare. There's a tilt of the head with
tilt
William.
of the
head. Yeah, specific look, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a kind of posture and the kind of way that he kind of looks. Maybe because he's so tall, like Diana was, maybe. But there's a kind of tilt at the head.
Tall guy,
that reminds me of Diana. I feel he looks more like Diana than Harry does, for instance. I think because he's got that kind of posture and stare. Or the Spencer stare. Right, thanks, guys. So we've got a little bit of time now for our quick-fire questions, if you are all ready. OK, right. So this is for both of you, OK? If the tables were turned and it was you being interviewed by them, which royal would you most like to be interviewed by, and which would you most least like to be interviewed by?
Oh, I'd like to be interviewed by Camilla. And the least likely, probably Princess Anne. I think she had a lot of time for the media, so I think she would be pretty brutal. But the Queen, I think, our lovely Queen Camilla, I think I'd like to be interviewed by her. She's a kind person, yeah. I want her to treat me kindly.
I think we could try and make that happen.
Well,
we can make some calls and make that happen.
Yeah.
It's got to happen,
I think so, yeah.
And Rhiannon, which royals would get their own back on you, do you think?
Well, probably all of them. Well, do you know what? Let's go with the less obvious, though. Do you know who I'd like to be interviewed by? Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh. Just because I think she's a good egg. I think she'd get the best out of me. Isn't that what you should do, is get the best out of your interviewee? So I think,
Well, that's true.
Good. Well, I hope I've got the best out of you today.